Hey, what's up, business owners? Listen, you hear me saying it. You hear me say it again and again and again. And I'm going to say it again until I'm never going to stop saying it. You need to keep creating content. Creating content that people can consume allows you to get feedback from your target audience. And it needs to be content that's crafted for the people that are going to spend money with you, the people that are going to buy from you, not just what produces the most engagement. Listen, this video right here may not produce the most engagement, but I know that if every single person who has ever bought a course from me applies what I say in this video, it will revolutionize and change their business by ramping up your content creation every single day, at least minimum of 3 pieces of content, unique piece of content. And the biggest thing that I hear from people is, Jeremiah, I don't know what to post. And I don't think that that's entirely true. I actually think you have too many ideas of what to post. That's always what it is. It's too many. It's all over the place. And you're not sure which one would be best to post. Does that sound more accurate than saying you don't know what, you don't have any ideas, right? So here's my simple tips for knowing what to post. Post something. Instead of waiting until you know what to post. Show up every day. What's on your heart? What are you feeling intuitively inside of you to post? And that's the strategy that's going to help you connect with your target customer. Think about the person who will be buying your product or service. Get a picture of them in your mind. The person that's going to give you money for whatever you're selling. There's a human being archetype, right? If I'm selling video games, I'm going to try to sell it to people that are like me, pretty much. And so imagine that, like I'm a video game buyer, right? And so what are you selling? And then who is the type of person that would buy that product from you, that will buy that product from you, or is buying that product from your competitors? Okay. Now think about what's one thing, first thing that pops in your head that you know today that would help them. Now don't question if it's a good idea to post that or if it's going to be effective and if you should post that first thing that comes to mind. Don't be questioning that because that's usually where our brain goes. Well, I don't know if that's, I can't do that. Is that, you got to break that. You got to stop that stops you from posting because you're questioning if it's good enough to post. And just press record on the camera, type up a sentence or two on a status update, to post to Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Go on Canva, put a little quote with a graphic and your name at the bottom. This stuff takes like 5 minutes. And then post it. Is it going to bring in a windfall of cash for you tomorrow? No, it's not. And in fact, it's going to take some time for you to build up and to grow momentum and engagement. But you waiting until the day when you finally feel like you know the perfect thing to post, that day's never going to come. It's not. The day's now for you to pick what is a piece of content that will serve and help the person who will buy my product or service or is buying it from somebody else. And if that part of it's hard for you, work on your empathy. Work on putting yourself into somebody else's shoes and seeing their experience through their own eyes, not your own perspective. That's that side of it. If you can't figure out what would help them. Focus on that. Do some research. Google it. Read on Amazon. Read the comments from your competitors on social media. Make content that will bring value to the people that will be buying from you. 3 pieces of content a day. You got to ramp up that content volume. You got to increase that content volume. Is it going to produce a guaranteed perfect result on day one? No, it's not. And if you're waiting until it does, you're going to be waiting forever, because that's never going to happen. Just being straight up honest with you. That day will never arrive. The only way that you produce a result is the momentum, the volume, the consistency, and the long term of posting content. But y'all need to ramp up your content posting and start doing it every day for a year, 2 years, 3 years. I'm serious. Commit to it. What will serve my buyers? Oh, and here's another thing. If you've already said something, if you've already posted something before, you can repost it or re-say the same thing 2 to 3 weeks later. It's okay to literally say the same thing in a new piece of content. Reposting the old piece of content is not going to be wise, but saying the same thing is good. And then as you do that, this is the second step of the process. A lot of y'all are putting the horse before the carriage before the horse. You're looking for data where it doesn't exist and then trying to know what's going to work. You will never know that until you start getting this volume, until you get that momentum. You will literally never know what the right piece of content is until you start doing this. And y'all are, for some reason, waiting until someday when you finally know what to do. You finally know what doesn't exist for some reason. When the only way that you will know is consistently showing up every day, putting out content, and then, and only then, ever, in 100% of every single scenario, instance, and business. 100%. Then you can look at the data that comes in after you start the consistent posting of content, after you're putting out content. Only after you start putting that out consistently, a volume of content, then you can look at the data and say, okay, what are people resonating with? What are they wanting more of? How are they engaging? And then you want to look and read between the lines of what are they telling you in the comments? How are they engaging with you? Where are they interacting the most? And then start shifting and adjusting your language to better find the people that are going to buy from you, that are going to purchase from you. Again, you got to keep that supreme above all of this. Buyers, the people that are spending money with you or will spend money with you, you got to serve them and only them. Nobody else. You have to talk to those people that will be giving you money to help them reach their goals. And so when you can talk to those buyers that are going to be giving you money, whatever you do, whatever product or service you do, I don't care what it is, whatever it is, people talk to you, other humans talk to you, and they give you money for something. Whatever that thing is, speak to that type of a person. What do they care about? Oh, and it's going to probably 99% of the time be unrelated to anything that you sell either. Most of the time. I don't sell a course on content creation. I don't sell a course on empathy and reading people and reading data and stuff like that. I sell a course on social media ads and offers. So this piece of content has nothing to do with anything that I sell, but it is a gold mine for anybody who's watching this and applies it that has ever bought my products or will in the future. And so if you start talking to your buyers, giving them value on a consistent, regular basis, a volume of content, then you can read the data to see what lane to go more in, how to shift, how to adjust your messaging. So if you're looking for the words to say, the things to say to grow in the confidence and the certainty of what to post, it's only ever going to come by you showing up every single day, consistently posting. That confidence, that certainty will never arrive in 100% of every single situation or scenario until you start doing the work. So you gotta show up. You gotta start doing that work. Start posting a couple times a day. Ramp up your volume of content and watch things start to come together for you. You're going to understand your target customer better. You're going to understand how to sell to them, how to communicate to them. You're going to be talking with them. You're going to be connecting with them. You can promote and put some of these pieces of content out there with ads to attract new people to you. It's another layer to this, to then bring new people to you, to build audiences of people that will buy your products and services. It all works together, my friends. But you have to start. Not waiting until that magical day where you finally feel like you can do it. Starting now.